Hey, what's up? It's Breyonna. So today we're going to be trying out the Sample Beauty Plush palette, which I'm really excited for because I have heard amazing things about Sample Beauty here on YouTube as well as on Instagram, but I've never tried out the brand before. And Beauty Bay though had an amazing sale on Sample Beauty the other day, so I picked up this palette as well as the Painter's palette. But I mean, the color story of this blush palette though is just beautiful. I mean, look at it. It's kind of like this smoky little moment. We have some like everyday neutrals in here that are a little bit more on the warm tone side. And we also have like this really fun bright pop of color over in here. But what I really like about this palette though is that it is mostly matte and it barely has any shimmers in here. But the shimmers that are in here, they look super extra and blinding. Because I don't know about you guys, but I appreciate a good shimmer, but I definitely use more matte shades. So I like to have more mattes in my palettes because of it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my eyes. And again, I'm going to use my Anastasia eye primer, because this is my favorite, and what better way to try out a new palette than use your favorite eye primer. And I'm just going to be applying it using this bigger shader brush, and this one's from Morphe. And I'm just going to stipple it all over my eyelid up to my brow. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is this kind of lighter pastel shade, and I'll be honest, this light one right here called Upmarket and Lucius, these two, I feel like I would need both of them in the same palette. Like, they look fairly similar in the pan. And also some of these neutrals up here, I kind of feel that way too. But I'm just going to be taking this Upmarket shade on this brush from Morphe. This one's from the Madison Beer collection. And I'm just going to be popping this right in my crease, and holy pigment. I mean, seriously, I barely touched my brush on my eye and it's that intense right away. And again, I'm popping that in my crease and then blending it upwards towards my brow. But dang, I mean, like on a first layer and something that is a little bit more on the pastel side, I was not expecting this. So I'm gonna do a second layer though. Ooh, she's so pretty. I mean, seriously, like that is so pigmented. And also, it's not acting dusty or funny either. It's applying really nice and smooth. Like literally, I just apply this and it's like instantly blended. So now I'm just going to go in with this emerald green shade, and this one's called Overspending. That's a really cute name. And I'm just going to be taking it on this pinch blending brush from Morphe, and this is an M433. And again, I'm first going to pop that in my crease. It's a really pretty color. Ooh. Again, like it's not giving me any harsh lines. I will say it seems like this shade initially is a little bit more on the sheer side. So I'm going to do a second layer. Yeah, this shade seems like it has a little bit more of a buildable formula. But it's not giving me any harsh lines. I mean, you can see it looks really nice and smooth. And a lot of times when you start playing around with these types of greens, or these tones, they can be a little bit more tricky to work with. You know what, I am curious, so I'm gonna do a third layer. Oh yeah, so if you want this shade to look like it does in the pan, I'd say about 2, if not 3 layers. So now I'm just gonna go in with this dark blue shade right here, and this one's called Classy. Shade looks really pigmented on my brush, but again, I'm gonna be popping it in that crease for more definition. And then blending it up. And you can see, like, it is a little bit more on the sheer side, but it is not giving me any harsh lines. I mean, look at how smooth it is right away. But I am gonna take a little bit more on my brush. Personally, I don't mind a more buildable formula, especially with my deeper shades, because again, I find it so much easier to work with. I know a lot of people are like, give me all the pigment, but when you start doing like the light to dark method like I do prefer a little bit more of a buildable formula. And also, if you're a beginner, I think it's just so much easier to use too. But again, like I'm getting the perfect amount of definition without any chunkiness. And one thing I really like about these mattes so far is that they like blend themselves out. Like I literally just apply them, do a couple circles, and they're like instantly blended. It's a very foolproof formula, and also I'm going to take a little bit more on my brush. And these kinds of colors usually are fairly tricky to work with too. So this is kind of blowing my mind right now. Because usually formulas on these types of colors, they're not the most beginner friendly, if you know what I mean. Like they can give you a hard time. But honestly, like right now, I'm not struggling at all. Like this is probably one of the quickest eye looks I've done in a while. So now I'm just going to take that brush that we applied overspending with, that kind of like mid-tone type of green, and I'm just going to take whatever is left on it and kiss the edge just to make sure everything is all nice and seamlessly blended. Again, when I'm doing this, I'm not like pushing my brush like really hard into my eye. I'm just kissing the edge, doing these little circular motions. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Classy on this little shader brush from Luna Magic, and I'm going to pack it on in this outer third of my lid. You can see it's just a really intense shade when you press it down. So if you're somebody that does the dark to light method, you're going to probably find these shades really intensely pigmented. So we're going to be doing things a little bit different today, and I also want to share with you guys a technique I like to do sometimes, and that is cutting my crease using eyeshadow instead of using a concealer or, you know, like an eye primer like I normally do. So I'm actually going to go in with this kind of like tealish shimmer shade, and this one's called Snazzy. I asked you guys over on Instagram what you thought about this palette, which colors really like drew you in, and so many people said Snazzy, so I really want to focus it today. But I'm just going to be taking this shade on a little flat shader brush dampened. But just dipping my brush into the pan, this formula really reminds me of the Beauty Bay shimmers, if you've ever used their formula. But what I'm going to do is take this brush and use it as if I was doing a cut crease. And if you want to try this technique, what I would recommend is using a brush that has a little bit more of a thin kind of tip here, like something really precise on the edge. You know, you don't want a fluffy tip because otherwise you're not going to get the precision. But this is a trick I like to do if I feel like the shimmer is really pigmented, or if I'm trying to cut time or something. Like if I have places to be and people to see, I do tend to do this method a little bit more. So I'm just gonna do a second layer. But this shimmer is like really pigmented. Again, it really reminds me of the formula of the Beauty Bay shimmers. Especially, you know, like the Mitchell palette that got discontinued, the Nikki Tutorials palette. Like it just has like this certain kind of like creaminess to the texture. So I just applied the rest of my face makeup off camera, but for the lower lash line, I'm first gonna go in with Classy on this little tiny shader brush. Again, this is from the Morphe Madison Beard collection. I'm just gonna run it as close as I can to my lash line. I'm gonna do a second layer too, just to really build it up. And you know, I like a really smoky lower lash line, so I'm just going to go in with Overspending next. And I'm just going to take it on this 231 from Luxie and smoke down Classy with it. A lot of people said that they really like the shade Ritzy out of this palette, so I want to use it as an inner corner highlight. I think it's going to be really pretty for that. And it's kind of like this smoky, grayish purple kind of vibe. And I'm just going to take it on this Luxie 217 pencil brush. Ooh, that's really cute. I am going to do a second layer right away because I want to see if we can get it purple. Honestly, like with what I have going on right now, it looks really gray. Kind of looks like a smoky bluish gray kind of color. That's one thing I really wish that this palette had though, is like inner corner highlight shades. Because again, like it is a mostly matte palette, but the shimmers that are in here, they are kind of more of like a mid-tone. And I wish that there was some that were a little bit lighter just so I could have some like really funky inner corner highlight kind of shades. Again, I don't mind the shimmers that are in here, like the color selection. I just wish that there was some that were like a little bit lighter, like maybe like one or two. And also I feel like a lighter shimmer shade just gives a little bit more versatility too, because then you can lighten up the other shimmers. So you can create just like different types of vibes, you know? I don't know, I feel like I need this inner corner highlight to be a little bit brighter, if you know what I mean. Like, it just feels like it's really, like, closing up my eye. So I'm just going to go in with the Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop, and this one's an Ice Dream. It's kind of like an iridescent purpley blue kind of color. And I'm just going to pop this shade right where my eye points in the inner corner. Oh yeah, that made a huge difference. Again, like, the other shade, it's beautiful. It's just... like, it's really like one of those shades that really just closes up the eye. Again, I really wish that this palette had like a little bit brighter of an inner corner highlight, or maybe like a silver, or just like a true icy silver, or like a champagne, just to brighten up other shades in here, or just to use as an inner corner highlight. Okay, but this look is giving me like siren, deep sea mermaid kind of vibes. I don't know if you feel that way too, but again, like I am just so mind blown with this palette. Like the quality is just so impeccable. Like I just cannot get over how nice it is. Like the mattes in here, they do have a little bit more of a buildable formula to them, but again, they did not give me any harsh lines or any issues. I will say though, if you are somebody that does the dark to light method where you pack down the darkest shade and then you pack down your colors going from dark to light, I think you're gonna find this palette a lot more pigmented than I did. Because when I was applying the shades underneath my lower lash line and doing a little bit more of a packing motion, I did find them a little bit more pigmented. But even with the light to dark method, I still think they have a really nice pigmentation to them and they're very easy to use. And again, what I really like about these though is that they are just so effortless to blend out. Like you literally apply the color in the crease, do a couple circles, and it's instantly blended. So if you are somebody that like struggles blending out your colors, or if you're a beginner, or if you have a hard time using these types of colors in general, I think you're gonna really enjoy this palette. As for the shimmers in here though, oh my gosh, like they are so creamy and intense. Like if you like a blinding extra shimmer like I do, you are gonna fall in love with these so much. And also if you've ever used like the Beauty Bay palettes shimmer formula, or if you've ever used a Super Shock shadow from ColourPop, it kind of has like that type of formula. So it's like almost like a cream shadow in a way, like the cream to powder kind of formula. And the shimmers that I used today were very creamy and very pigmented. Again, that Snazzy shade was so pigmented and creamy that I could cut my crease with it without using anything underneath. Like, I'm literally just mind blown with it. So would I recommend this palette to you? Honestly, this is one of the nicest quality formulas I have used in a hot minute. Like, I'm literally mind blown with it. And if you like this kind of color story, I think you're gonna be really happy with this one too. The only issue I have with this palette is actually kind of the color story, because some of these shades, like in this upper row right here, like these three right here, I don't feel like it would need all three of those in this palette, if you know what I mean. Like they just look very similar in the pan. And also these two tealy kind of shades right here. Like, I don't know, I just wish that this palette had more like lighter shimmer shades in it, you know, at least one or two. You know, something that I could use as an inner corner highlight or to transform other shades in this palette. This palette makes me want to try more from Sample Beauty because I'm just so impressed with the quality of it. Like, again, aside from those like little things about it, like this just has an amazing formula to it. But yeah, so in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this look, and also let me know if you've ever tried Sample Beauty before. But as always though, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and also give this video a like. And if you'd like to check me out over on Instagram or TikTok, it's at Breyonna as well. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!